Alright guys, San Sebastian really is a crazy foodie city. We've been to a couple restaurants so far. The vibe in this place, just walking around, going to little taverns and having very quality food for very reasonable prices. But we're at this next spot and we're choosing to splurge a little bit because Javi here, he has a comprehensive list for us for some recommendations of some of the best foods here. And this place is known for their steak, but great atmosphere so far. Waitress has been very kind and she recommended us to pair the steak with this called Remy. I asked for a strong bold wine and she offered me this, so salud. Cheers, Javi. All right.
It's definitely strong.
Strong,
but
yeah.
It has a good flavor to it, yeah.
Strong, good flavor. I asked for a bold one when I'm eating like steak, something salty. I like a strong wine. So the bread starters, universal at any fancy restaurant in any country. Gotta have the bread, figuratively and metaphorically. Gotta get our bread up. All right, so that's the cool thing about being in Spain. They bring out tapas, appetizers to pair with your food. This is a tuna tartar right here. So let's try it out. This looks like a little thin cheese bread. Look at this. Tuna looks nice and fatty. Let's try it out. Oh man, I could tell even before eating this, you see the marbleization on the tuna. Oh, has a very rich, oily taste. It's actually very oily. They probably added some extra, maybe like Spanish olive oil or something like that. Very rich, fatty. You get a little bit of that, you know, tuna, fishy taste, but it's just super rich. Falls apart in your mouth with the cheesy crisp right here. The highlight is the tuna tartar. Gotta slurp this up. It almost reminds me of like a Japanese tuna, like sashimi, but the distinction is that there's not that soya salty and sweet taste. It's more of like that oil-based, like Spanish olive oil taste in the tartar. Fuego. DVW score, give it like a 8.4 out of 10. Look at the marbleization on this tuna. And we're a city by the sea, so they're gonna specialize in seafood. So our steak is here.
Steak good.
Wow. That looks amazing. Ooh, look at that, baby.
This plate is hot.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Look at this big boy right here. Wow. Oh, look at that. Buenas, buenas. All right, guys, this is our steak right here at Nauru. Chuleton, this is called the Txuleton, which is their huge steak on this bone right here. This is 1 kilogram, but that is including the bone. And as you guys can see, it has a reddish color because when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in the Basque Country, do as the Basques do. And Javi was telling me that they eat their steak really rare here. She told me this is their medium, guys, but like I said, we got to do it how they do it here, and we got a fresh tomato salad. So apparently in Spain their tomatoes are really good, and green peppers. Indijas. So they're green peppers, and these were the recommended appetizers to get with our dish. So without further ado, let's get this nice piece of fatty steak right here. Look at that fat cap right there. Oof. Let's try it out. You ready?
Yeah.
Try it out. Oh, the fat pops in your mouth. There's a nice huge grains of salt on there. Let me try a piece that's a bit leaner right here. Try this out. Perfectly salted because the salt is in huge grains, so you get 1 or 2 grains. It just coats the whole meat with the saltiness. But you get really like meaty flavor from this. Like, you tell it's like fresh meat, even though it's like a ribeye. It has like kind of like a leaner texture to it, even though it has like a fat cap. It's not like the fattiest ribeye I've had. Like the fat is firm, if that makes sense, on the meat. Like it doesn't just melt. Almost between like a sirloin and like a ribeye, but very good flavor on the meat. Firm because it's rare. A little bit chewier, but very good steak. Let me take a piece with this tomato salad right here. Half of an In-N-Out burger right here. Wow. You need to try this tomato salad by itself. Coat it with a bunch of Spanish olive oil, some onions on here. Ooh. Tomato salad kind of has like a salty spritz to it. Kind of reminds me of like Greek salads. I guess on the Mediterranean, all of the salads are great. Ooh. Some really fresh tomatoes. Feels like it's just picked straight out of a garden. Cold, refreshing, fire. And I think that's why they recommended us the tomatoes and the green peppers as sides, because they're like refreshing, you know, vegetables to eat with this steak. Because remember I said it kind of has like a meaty flavor, so it cuts through all like the greasiness, I guess, and the meaty flavors. But DVW score for this steak, give us solid 9 out of 10. I can see why the Basque is known for their meats. Not all over Spain, they're known for these huge steaks, but they are here in San Sebastian. Fuego. Also another highlight is the crust. It's a nice light crust on here, not super thick, but crisp. But yeah guys, gotta wash it down with some vino. One of the rare steaks I've had, but it's actually pretty good being this rare. But yeah guys. Whew. Honestly, I think the highlight is that tomato salad. I really like that tomato salad. DVW score for tomato salad, 10 out of 10. I love fresh, you know, tomatoes and Greek salads, but this steak, DVW score, 9 out of 10.
So this meat, you can see it's pretty rare, okay? So like here in the Basque Country, it's traditional that people eat meat very, very rare. In fact, when my dad was younger, he came to a very traditional restaurant here in the Basque Country, and he was there with his brother, and they asked the waiter if it could be done a little bit more, and they felt so angry about it that the own cook went out to explain them why they had to eat it raw. But like it was that raw that it was even like a little cold. It's, yeah, like the cook was telling my dad and his family, like, this is meant to be eaten like this, and this cold or like this rare. So this one is medium for there. This is
Gonna finish off with killing this bone, got a gnaw on it. The bone is the best part, holds all the flavor. Even when I'm in a fancy restaurant in the Basque Country, this still remains true. The best part is the bone. Buenas. All right, we had such great food in San Sebastian already. Pretty full, almost wanted to miss dessert, but the waiter described it very well. And I'm thinking that the Spanish or the Basque really like their cheesecakes here because they have that in almost every menu, the tartar queso. So let's try it out. Cheers. This is much different than like normal cheesecake, more sophisticated. So something like a creme brulee cheesecake. On the top, there's like a nice crisp, like a burnt crisp. But then the cheesecake is very moussey, like a tres leches, milky. Not thick like the other ones, but the pie crust is down here, as you guys can see. It's like in little crumbs. So it's almost like breadcrumbs, so not a lot of crust. It's like a cheesecake ice cream with consistency. And there's some like gelato right here for us. On top of the gelato is like crispy raspberry. It's basically like a super fancy
but the
tartar
whole cake is
queso.
amazing,
Yeah.
It's definitely better than the one we had before.
Really, the burnt one?
For sure.
Oh wow. So Javi is a super hater with the other one.
I'm not a super hater. I had fun. I enjoyed it.
Now I'm playing. But so the other one's supposed to be the best burnt cheesecake in the Basque Country, but he said that this one is even better.
But
This one's very good. DVW score for this, 9.1 out of 10. So, if you guys didn't know, here in the Basque Country, they speak a different language than the rest of Spain, which is Spanish. What is that language called?
It's called euskera.
Euskera. And I'm trying to say thank you, and honestly, this is the hardest thank you I think I've ever had to learn. It's not like,
Yeah, arigato.
like it's not like arigato or like gracias or like just thank you.
Like thank you.
I've been sitting here for 5 minutes trying to thank the waiter in their language, and I really can't get it.
Es que ricasco.
Say it again.
Es que ricasco.
Eskerrikasco.
Es que ricasco.
I can't do the R sound.
To be fair, I'm not Basque. It's my first time here too. Like just Basque language. It's not similar at all to Spanish. It's a language that has no cousin language ever. Like no language is similar to Basque. in the whole world, but like the pronunciation can be easier for Spanish people.
Okay.
So this one is eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerri.
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 Eskerri. Eskerri. Eskerri.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
If you say very quickly and go away from the R, maybe you can say correct.
Eskerrik asko.
No, eskerri
Eskerri
casco.
asko.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
No, you say an S. Eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko.
No, without them. That eskerris. No, eskerri
Eskerri
casco.
casco.
Eskerri casco.
Eskerri casco.
Eskerri casco. Yeah, that you say
Eskerrik
one. No. You said it correctly and then you looked at camera and said wrong.
Eskerrik asko.
Eskerri casco.
Eskerrik asko. All right, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
All right, I think I got it down.
Okay, then say it.
Eskerrik asko.
No, you say
Oh,
like
man.
an S again,
All right.
an extra S.
I would say never quit, but
Eskerrik.
I guess it is what it is.
Eskerrik.
Eskerrik casco.
No.
Oh, man. All right, so now I see how it's spelled. I think I'll do better this time. Eskerrik asko.
Yeah, that one.
Eskerrik asko.
Yeah, say
All
it
right.
quickly.
Eskerrik asko.
That's
All
it.
right,
Perfect.
got him. I feel like the price here is similar to kind of like a high-end restaurant in the U.S., but the main thing is that when you see the price, that's what you pay. But in the U.S., there tends to be like a 15, 20, 25% upcharge when you tip. And here in Spain and in Europe, most places, you really don't have to tip. So I would even say this is like a great value for a high-end restaurant, or a good value for a high-end restaurant, because whatever the price is, it's basically what you're paying. Great views here. I'm loving it here in San Sebastian so far as a foodie, because this whole city is littered with great food, little bars, taverns, but this one is a higher end restaurant, like I said, and it's on a Michelin guide as well. Not a Michelin Star restaurant, but a Michelin guide restaurant. I can see why. Overall DVW score for this spot, give it a solid 8.8 out of 10 DVW score. Yeah guys, on to more San Sebastian adventures. Let's go. That bell rang for it to be 3, so you know what time that is?
Yeah, it's
Siesta time. Let's take a nap after that wine and dine.
It's hard to do forward though.